Morning students, this is a continuation of the lesson number 4, refraction of light on plane surfaces. So today we will learn about the total internal reflection. Before learning total internal reflection, we should know what is meant by refraction and critical angle. So already we have discussed about the refraction. So what is refraction? The process of changing speed at an internal interface when light travels from one medium to another medium results change in direction is refraction of light. So we have learned already. So here the water medium, this is a denser medium and this is a rarer medium. Same way for the critical angle also. This is a denser medium, this is a rarer medium. Denser medium and the rarer medium. So what happened in the refraction? When the critical angle, that is angle of incidence, is traveling from the denser medium to rarer medium, refraction takes place. Okay? When the incident ray passing, when the ray is passing from the denser medium, light ray is passing from the denser medium to rarer medium, refraction takes place. Okay, so and in the refraction it travels from denser medium to rarer medium and also rarer medium to denser medium, both it occurs in refraction. Whereas in critical angle, you just see the angle of incidence, here this is the angle of incidence at which the light ray travels from denser to rarer. So it travels from denser medium to rarer medium, grazes along the interface. So here grazes means it will not take any direction. It will take along this line path it will take. It will reflect only on the line path. Grazes along the interface is called the critical angle of that interface. This principle is also called as a Fermat's principle. See, this is a denser medium, this is a rarer medium where the angle, here angle I is what happening. This is a normal ray, you know that. When it is taking the interface between a normal and the incident ray. So more than the angle will be more. Then what happens? It will not reflect, it will take it grazes on the line. Okay? That is about the critical. Refraction, what happens? It will take refraction takes place. The ray will go up. Here what happens? The gray, it grazes on the line. So then what happens in the total internal reflection? When the angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle. So critical angle, here the critical angle takes place. Angle of incidence is more, say this is a normal ray and it is away, more away from this normal ray. So what is happening here? Greater, the angle of incidence is greater here. From the normal it is moving away so much far. So when the angle of incidence is greater, here angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle, then what happens? The light ray, what happens? It is reflected into the denser medium. So this is a denser medium, the light ray is passing from the denser medium, the critical angle is more than the normal one. So then what happens? The reflection takes into the denser medium. So it will not go up. Then it will take a reflection to the same into the denser medium. This phenomena is called total internal reflection. Okay? This reflection is called total internal reflection. Again I am telling, when the critical angle is more, then what happens? It will not take any refraction. It will take reflection only. It will go into the denser medium itself. So in the refraction, what happens? It goes in denser to rarer, rarer to denser it goes. In critical angle, only denser to rarer medium only takes place. Only denser to rarer medium only takes place. It will not take from rarer to denser medium. And in total internal reflection also, only denser medium to rarer medium only takes place. And you should understand this. If critical angle I is less than critical angle, then refraction takes place. If the critical angle I is equal to C, refraction angle of incidence is equal to C, then grazer, only this line appears. Angle I is equal to angle C. If the angle I is greater than the critical angle, then the reflection, total internal reflection takes place. Here this is a very very important. Angle I is less than C, then refraction takes place. Angle I is equal to angle C, then it goes on the straight and grazes along the line interface. And if angle I is greater than C, then a reflection takes place. Okay, is it clear? Yes. Then we'll go to the next one. Then activity 7. So in the activity 6 and in the 7, what is asking to take one transparent glass tumbler and a coin. Place a coin on the table and place glass tumbler on the coin. So what is asking to take one glass and put one coin inside, and is asking to pour some water till you observe the that appearance will observe here, as if with the help of illusion. Actually the coin will not come up, but you can see because of the refraction you can see that coin is coming upside. This is the activity 6 and 7 is just giving. You can just once go through. Next one about the mirages. So what is a mirage? Mirage is an optical illusion where it appears that water has collected on the road at a distance place, but when we get there. So what happens during summer season, when you are traveling on the roads, you see some water surface. Water is there when we are traveling on the roads, but when we go there, we will not see any water. Why it is happening? Because of illusion. So actually water is not there, but it appears that water is there because of illusion. Why it means? Because the density of air during summer season, the density of air increases with height. Okay, the density of air increases with height. There it happens like that. Cooler air at the top has greater refraction. So refractive induction takes place here. Because of that reason, it appears, the illusion means actually it will be not there, but it appears that it is there because of the refractive index. He has given one example. You can just see one tall tree is there. See, when the light from a tall object such as tree or from the sky passes through a medium just above the road, whose refractive index decreases towards the ground. So, and what happens? It appears one curved path. You can just see here. Here, one curved path takes place. So, the person is here, the tree is here. So, when he is seeing, refractive index decreases with the depth. So, it will not go straight into his eyes. It will go in the curved path. So what happens? This image from his eye, it will take a refraction. So as it appears, the image falls here. You can see that image is inversely coming down. So which is a virtual image of the sky. That is nothing but a mirage we will call. And an inverted image of the tree on the road we can see. Okay. That is about the examples he has given. And we have some applications of total internal reflection, that is brilliance of diamonds. So what happens to the diamonds? Total internal reflection is the main reason for brilliance of diamonds. So even in the diamonds also, how the diamonds will shine? If you take diamond into the dark room, means it will not shine. Why it will not shine? Because it needs a light. When we cut the diamond, so the critical angle of diamond is very low at 24.4 degrees Celsius. It will start shining. So when we cut the diamond at the 24.4 degrees, refraction starts. It's taking place. So if a light ray enters a diamond, see, when the light ray enters into the diamond, it is very likely to undergo a total internal reflection. Same thing, the total internal reflection takes place in the diamond, then the diamond will shine. So at what point it will shine? At 24.4 degrees Celsius, the diamonds will start shining. So there was a total internal reflection will be taking place. So another one is optical fibers. So what are these optical fibers? Total internal reflection is the basic principle behind working of optical fibers. So you can just see in the optical fibers, if you have net means, see, once again, yeah. This also will take place at the 10 to the power of micrometer, that 10 to the power of minus 6 micrometer it takes place. So here all organs of the human body are not accessible to the naked eye. See, the internal organs, the doctors, this they will use organs which is not able to see, internal organs. The doctors cannot see with the naked eye. What happens? They will send this optical wires into the body. See, all organs of the human body are not accessible, which cannot be seen by naked eye of the naked eye. So what they will do? They will send this optical fiber pipe into the body. So they like that they will do some operations with the help of this optical fibers. If you want, you can see in the net very clearly, children. So this is one of the examples of total internal reflection. This brilliance of diamonds. Another one is optical fibers. So another one is refraction through a glass slab. So one lab activity has given. You can just see is asking to take one cardboard, drawing cardboard, is asking to pin it, all four sides, pin it with pin, and is asking to send one light ray. So when we are sending the light ray from midpoint, so it will come into straight, that is for point 1. So another one where is asking, now you can just see this diagram A, B, C, D, and is asking to send the light ray with 30 degrees with angle of incidence. So what happens? The ray passes from 30 degrees, it enters inside, there the refraction takes place. Inside this glass, refraction takes place. So how it travels? It travels parallel to each other. That shift we will call as a lateral shift. That shift we will call it as a lateral shift, and whatever the ray is coming outside 30 degrees, it will come up. When it is passing from the 30 degrees, the same will come outside the 30 degrees. So but what is happening inside? The parallel takes place, parallel lines takes, refraction takes place inside the slab. So that is nothing but parallel, that we will call it as a lateral shift. So what is asking, is a line formed a straight line? Yes, it is formed a straight line. Are the angles of incidence and emergence equal? Yes, they are equal. Are the incident and the emergent rays parallel? Yes, they are parallel to each other. That the distance between the parallel rays is called the lateral shift. This is very important. This is the lateral shift formula. Next, in activity 8. Activity 8. So he is asking to take one glass slab and is asking whether the total internal reflection takes place from this or same or not. So this is the formula here, children. Refractive index is equal to thickness of the slab divided by thickness of the slab in the vertical shift will be the same. So this is all about this lesson. Thank you, children.